Thank you. You know, watch when he comes around. You'll see the gun trained on me right there. He's seen in his vehicle. When he sees him, he puts his gun down in his hand, but he still keeps it trained on me. I'd like to know what I was under arrest for.
So you're able to send those to me?
Yeah, we'll get them. Yeah, we'll get them to you. Definitely. And I'll send you the one of me, Shiny, and Howard.
This is what I wanted to point out, though. Which is his flashlight holder, but still has his gun out.
And I lifted up my shirt, danced around, showed him my flashlight, showed him my camera. My flashlight's right there, and I showed it in my hand. I said, "It's a fucking flashlight, bro. It's a camera." And I lifted up my shirt and showed him I'm unarmed, and he still kept his weapon drawn on me. Okay. That's not acceptable, man.
So you want to give me a brief rundown so I can put the statement?
We'll say 11:14. He was in. I don't know what parking lot it was.
That was off of Shelton and Academy.
Okay, Shelton Academy. There's a parking lot up there that he was in, and his back lights were on. So I walked in the parking lot and I lit up the back of his car so I can get the number on the back because I was far away and I couldn't see it. Then he took off and started driving around the parking lot and came out of like where people were coming out to go to the main thoroughfare in the parking lot. He was coming out and I hit him with the light. I raked it down the side of his car because I wanted to see who he was. I could not see his face. He hit the lights, jumped out, gun drawn, kept the taser even after backup showed up, after all these people showed up. The lieutenant didn't show up until the end. Basically, the complaint's, excessive force, excessive deadly force. There's no call for a gun to be pulled out or a taser for no crime. And I know it's not against the law for me to shine a light on you guys. Guys, I hope these videos are a little bit better. I have somewhat of a stabilizer for my phone. I'm trying to keep it straight for you guys. Don't you guys get all seasick watching my shit?
What's up, Becky O? Hey, I lost your number, so if you could send me a text, that would be great.
And again, guys, this is the sergeant right here. It is Tim. How do you say it? Kipple?
Kipple.
Kipple. Okay. Badge number 2752 out of the Sand Creek Division. Guys have a pretty bad reputation here at this division, man.
Do it.
You guys have a pretty bad reputation at this division with some of your officers, man. Is Matthew Anderson still working here? Is he still employed?
I haven't seen him in a while, but I don't know what that's all about. So.
We'll have to look into that later. Need to get rid of him. It's fucking liability. So Sergeant Gilman.
So sorry, let me get this straight. So the complaint about Gilman is, what's your complaint for Gilman?
My complaint is of excessive deadly force. I believe that's what it's called. When you pull a weapon and you have to file a report for excessive force when you use when the weapon's pulled, if I'm correct on that, Sergeant? If you pull a weapon, do you not have to fill out some type of report for excessive force, the possibility of excessive force, or whatever it's?
We do have an internal policy procedure for pointing of a firearm. Okay. So we do have to report that. Okay. As a use of force, it's not really a use of force, but it's called a pointing a firearm. It's like a report.
Let me ask you this question real quick. If you pull a gun on someone for no crime, that's the key words, no crime, you draw a weapon on me, are you allowed to do that? Because I'm pretty sure I know you're not. Okay. But I just want to hear it from.
So it depends, right? Because if you're say you're clearing a house. Well, I'm just going to give you an example.
I get that, but I'm saying for the situation that we were in, if there's no, I'm saying if you come up on me and there's no crime I'm committing, no crime committed, and you get triggered for some reason, I do something that triggers you, I boo or whatever, you draw your weapon on me for.
That officer has to
justify it?
Able to explain.
Okay, that's what I wanted to get. That's what I wanted to get right there. Thank you.
But
because
I'll go back to my other example. So I'm checking the house.
I get that. That's standard.
I come across somebody in the house.
Guns on them for a second.
It happens to be you. You're the homeowner.
Okay.
Like, oh, my bad.
But generally, if the house is clear and you see someone, okay, you're good. You know, you don't keep it trained on them and then switch to a taser. He switched to his taser.
Probably not, but each officer has their own threshold for what they feel, what they experience, what their level of experience.
But you're not allowed to have your feelings when you're on the job. You're not allowed to be triggered by things.
Even though
I can sit there and call you every name in the book. I can shine my light right here this close to your face if I want to, you know. And if you get triggered, you violate the policy of this department. I don't violate it. He violated the policy and the law, I believe, by pulling a weapon on me and keeping it trained on me for no crime. When I showed him, I have nothing on me. I'm unarmed. Right, and you still keep your gun on me.
That video will be helpful to have. So.
Yep.
Okay. So your complaint is excessive deadly force.
If that's what it's called, I don't want to put that on there if that's not what it is. I want the fact that he drew a weapon and then drew a second weapon, whatever that's going to be called. I don't know.
I feel like that would be followed under. I'm trying to think of the word. Not deadly force.
I mean, I think it's excessive.
Yeah, it would be.
It's force, but it's excessive when there's no call for it. I would say just put in the report that he pulled his gun on me and let internal affairs figure out what they're going to,
Yeah, put in the firearm and the taser.
Yes, he had the taser out. We have video of that where it's armed. The two lights are on the ground halfway between me and him. And even when the officer showed up, he kept the taser out. Even if they came up to me and I handed my phone over and I put my hands behind my back and let them cuff me, he still had it out the entire time with backup there. It's uncalled for, man. Yeah, uncalled for. Again, guys, if you haven't checked out the other videos, I'm down here at Sand Creek Division with Sergeant Kipple. Sand Creek Division filing complaints on Officer or Sergeant Killiman, Dinozo, Howard, Lieutenant Teplay, and Spinelli. Those are the officers involved. Go check out the other videos. I have the cards on there.
And you were cited that night too?
Yes, I was.
What was the
interference?
Interference.
Which I'm pretty sure interference is a physical act. I must threaten you. I must hinder. The definition of it is a person commits this offense when he hinders, willfully, intentionally hinders your movement.
Okay.
The definition of hinder is I must get in your fucking way. I must stop you from moving. Okay. That is hinder. There was no, I didn't threaten them. I didn't say I'm going to blah.
And the sergeant wasn't on a call. He was just.
Exactly. He was not on a call.
So I don't see how that could be interfering.
He said on the ticket, it said that I interfered with their operations. He was in a parking lot on the side, turning around, coming back out with no lights on, top lights, nothing. So he didn't hit the lights until I hit him with the flashlight and lights were on. And then he turned it back off once he was.
I don't know.
I'm just writing it down to you and letting you know what happened. That's all.
And then let me document what complaints you have regarding the other.
I have complaints with these officers because they stood by and didn't do nothing about it.
Okay.
The lieutenant who showed up on scene should have educated Gilman on not pulling a weapon, and I should not have been issued a ticket. He failed to do his duty on that.
So basically, with the 3 officers, the complaint would be under House Bill 217 for failure to intervene.
Mm-hmm. Failure to intervene, even though they're not the superior, it's still their job to step up to these guys and tell them, hey, you're fucking up, man. And there's a new law about that. So
Same complaint on these.
I would say so, yeah.
Correct,
Yeah. Yeah, he would fall under that, yeah. How many people we got in there?
Transparency, I 100% agree.
What happened?
No, someone said a comment.
How many people we got in there?
A lot.
I'm thinking at least 500, 6. Again, shout out to everyone who's watching, man. Appreciate your love and support. I had a bunch of comments in my section telling me that, you're not going to file complaints. You're not going to file a lawsuit.
Can someone answer Becchio's question, please?
Huh? Oh. Would we put in the report that it's under that bill?
Yeah, it's under Bill 217. Public official failure to intervene, I believe, is the title
Right.
of it.
Yeah, if you put that in the complaint, that's the complaint today, and follow Bill 217. Okay. Cool. Don't want to bend that shit.
Thank you, Matthew King. Thank you, Canada's watching.
And I'll look that over and see if that is accurate, or if you want anything else added to it.
Your body cam is on, right?
Hmm?
Body cam is on, right?
Should be.
Yeah, also, could you include on this one, not necessarily stop the, I mean, you should have stopped the excessive force, but also I shouldn't have been ticketed for interference. That was, he made that call and said, we just want a ticket and we let go. So he could have said, just let him go, man. He's shining a flashlight on you, big deal. He didn't do that, so.
We'll do Becchio. I got you. Good to see everybody in chat, by the way. And then get the report number.
Oh, yeah. I believe this is the call number that the sergeant for calling back up on me or whatever situation. They brought all these guys. I think that's the number right there.
138. Okay. All right, so I added this part. Complaint against Lieutenant Tepley.
Okay. That'll work.
Anything else?
Not on this issue, no.
And then, can we get a report number saying that we did file?
Is there a way to get these copied and timestamped and given back to me? That would be really helpful. If you could copy that and give it back, give me the copies.
Yeah.
That way I have verification that I filed, because I've had complaints go in, never heard nothing back, and I can't follow up on it.
Let me fill out these other boxes.
Okay.
And I'll make a copy for you, and then I'll run it back up.
All right. I appreciate it. All right, guys. I'm going to end this right now until he comes back out. Pick up the route of watch. Fuck the blue line flag.